Well, folks, welcome back. This is more 7 Days to Die. New player kind of finding feet in the game. Hence the label as blind playthrough. As I recall, yes, I was about to loot and explore this building. Or at least part of which is a fire station or a police station, I believe, something like that. It was a little while since I last played, so I'm not 100% sure what I was up to, but it's looking a little bit familiar. What will this do if I pressed it already? I must have pressed it already. Okay. That's locked, that's fine. I was sneaking already. Well, I've got some injuries too. Let's assess what's happening here. That's wet, that's stamina bonus from food apparently. Lacerations. First aid kit or sewing kit. Bandage will stop the bleeding, I assume. I'm not bleeding. I hope I'm not bleeding. We'll find out in a second. Lowers max health and critical resistance. Okay. Don't know what 15% means in the context of bleeding. Does it mean 15% of your max HP will deplete over time? Don't know. What have I got on me? Just simple tools. A couple of first aid bandages, a couple of bandages. Okay. Got a pipe shotgun and a pipe rifle. Shotgun ammo, yes. Got a little bit of ammo for each, okay. Okay, I don't think I've even fired a gun yet in this game. How do I repair these? Iron pipe. Makes sense. Pipe weapons. I've got pipes. Okay, good. I think in terms of skills, I was going for like a stealth build. But, oh shit. I'm so low level, I'm sure it's not too very impactful right now. It was 4 times damage instead of the usual 3 or 3.5, so I guess I must have... Is that to do with my levels? I'm not sure. I have learned that I get cobblestone from these, which is good. There we go. I'm also recording in the morning, actually. Normally I do it very late at night, so there's... Hopefully early in the morning is just as good in terms of less chance of background noise, but if you do hear some background noise, it's probably the city around me waking up. Let me see... Okay. Yep, okay. Sweet. It's quite satisfying to do that kind of thing, actually. It's very gratifying whenever your stealth actually works. Now, I don't know if my stealth was working, or if it was just a case of not hitting his trigger point yet, but I will assume that my sneaking was working and that gave me that kill. Zero effort. I'm not carrying any food or water on me, am I? No, I've got some water. Should be good. I need to figure out what my priorities are. I probably just... My last video probably ended with a statement of priorities, which I've now forgotten. I feel like probably food and water is good, and day 4, so zombie proofing for day 7 is probably on the agenda if something happened. Whoa! Who's hitting me and where? Hi. Oh, fucking hell. Did he infect me? He did, didn't he? Okay, that was a bit scary. Where did he come from? Did he fall? Must have fallen through, and then I didn't see him because he was too short. Oh, yeah. Again. I don't want to use the guns for a couple of reasons. One, I don't think there's any need right now. I'd like to save the ammo for Horde Night, and 2, the noise won't wake up every zombie in this place. I believe that's how it works. Okay. Pretty generous fetch range for that stone arrow in there. I'm a little concerned about yet more ceiling drops. That is a bit of a gimmick. I'm sure they wouldn't use it again, right? This will make noise, but let's do it. Some guy running. Okay. That wood looks suspiciously breakdownable. I think this... Oh, I'm doing a mission. Head to the rally point. I've got a mission queued up anyway. It's 100 meters away, so it's not here. What do I do? Okay. Are you falling out of the W? Okay. Sure why there was glass in front of those. Yep. What happened? Something fell from the ceiling again. Is that what happened? Again? I wish I knew where that was and what happened. Okay. Uh-huh. One this way. A usable vending machine. I've got a little bit of money. Let's get some food actually while we're here. Health bar. Resistance to critical injuries. Max health. That'd be good to have for Horde night. I'm just gonna... I don't know if this is a wise use of my money or not. I'm encumbered, okay. Glass. I was trying to think whether paper is more difficult to come by than broken glass. I don't really care. I'm running low on arrows too. Can I make more? No, what am I missing? Feathers. Okay. Yep. The only one hiding back here. Yeah, I just want to peek out here and see what the crack is. I really don't know what that was. There's quite a few over there. Is that a wandering horde? No, that is. I think it's just there's where I'm living. Grumpy's pub. So we'll just be quiet. Let's not attract the attention of the ones outside if we can. Says and any breaks the ending on the floor. Oh, okay. Just making sure, because that is kind of noisy, or it seems kind of noisy. Get hungry. Oh, strong button. I for inventory. What does this do? Just food and a bit of health. Perfect. Let's check. There we go. And I've been here already, so I got in, right? Okay. Fine. Stop sneaking for a second. Sneak in here. Thought I heard a zombie hitting a wall there. In here already, okay. Yes, this is why I came in. Was this why I came in? I don't know. No, this is how I came in. Which is also, I just looked around without realizing I've looked around. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm very bad at navigating in these kinds of games, so... Oh. Heard a zombie growling. So I was actually hoping I'd find a way into the police station through. I don't know. I'll try the police station anyway. Some feathers would be nice, but that's okay. Get some sneak kills while we can out here if we can. Oh, drop something, that's good. Some rocks. Yeah. Still not a very good shot in this game. There we go. Money and some cans. Food, painkillers, tea, ammo. Okay. Zombie drops do seem to be reasonably good when you get one. Let's try to see if I get my arrow back. No such luck this time. Okay. Oh, what time is it? Still early. Okay. Police station I might have to just break in, or I've been watching Neebs Gaming and Vertigo. Two people who play this game on YouTube. I've been watching them both. Very, very funny. Neebs Gaming called this, I called it Minecrafting, where you just build underneath yourself. They called it nerd polling, which is a good name. Whoa, jeez, just get out. You can see how I thought this was going to lead to access to this as well, but it did not. So let's have another look and see if there's a... I might have to nerd pull, as they say, to the roof and have a look at that. I mean, I know you can always just break... There's nothing in this game you can't break down with enough patience, but... Pulverizing your way through a brick wall or a metal door with a stone axe feels not what the designers intended, and B, a bit cheap, you know, so... We'll try and be more creative in our solutions if we can. Yeah, this did get me under the roof. But at the same time, if we're stuck, we're stuck. If we've got nothing, no way in but to break the walls down and break the doors down, that's what we'll do. Oh, maybe that's what we could do. That's west. I don't know if that'll mark on the map or not, but it's west of this police station, right? Okay. That could be something else to do today. Maybe instead of the police station, I don't know. Is that going to be better? Is it going to be 100 miles away? I'm going to do it now because I'll forget otherwise. And I want to know if it's on my map or not. Things like that. And I think I have time. And I might get some feathers from bird's nest when I'm out here. Can't find it so difficult to judge the range on these. It might have been good to go... Oh shit, he's not dead. He's also not... wasn't quite sprinting there, but he was moving a little quicker than I expected him to. Might have been good to go to the house and drop some stuff off so I'm not massively encumbered when I bring back this loot, but we'll see. Just keep heading west. Hopefully I'll see a massive orange plume in the sky at some point. Because I can't see it anymore because of the trees. I don't think it does go on the map, does it? No. Oh, and keep an eye out for tree stumps too, because this infection's just going to get worse, isn't it? That one. Okay. Now this. Something in my head says I was going to the police station in hopes of finding a weapon, but I do have a couple already. Ammo would be good, more ammo would be very good. And when I say weapon, I mean firearm. I guess it's okay to sprint when I'm out in the open and there's no one near me. Sprint a little bit. I think if you were brave enough to play with running zombies during the day, that would be a very bad idea to sprint. What are you? Nitrate stuff? believe is used in farming. That might be worth marking on the map, I'm not sure. That looks a bit like a rock. Nitrates. I might want to build a farm at some point. Tree stumps, birds' nests, please. I'm feeling that the orange flare is gone by now. God, I might just walk forever and never find the bloody drop. Yeah, there's my base. I'm going the right way. Oh. Thirsty, okay. Oh, wrong button again. Right, this is a superior hood. Trash this one. Trash it into plant fiber and then drop the plant fiber. Rotten flesh again is useful for farms, but I'm not going to carry just one. Same with 3 nitrate powder, 34 sand, I can bugger off. What is this, honey? Oh, I've already got some. Excellent. Use. Spreaders are going to use up in a second. Drink some water. A little bit less encumbered now. Okay, good. That's probably, it looks like iron to me, yep. Again, I don't know if that's worth marking on the map or not, but I arbitrarily chosen not to do it. Tree stump. More honey is always good. Plus, tops up my supply of wood. I thought I heard a thing. I guess there's more chance of animals out here, more likely. Wolves and dogs and bears and things. Pretty bad news. Ah, there's a box. Is that the airdrop? Or is that like a frame I put? No, I haven't put it here because I'm haven't been here before, right? Alright, will this trigger a zombie spawn when I try to use it? Corn and a pipe shotgun bundle. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's got shotgun shells as part of it. Open. Just a pipe shotgun, but it's same level and better condition. So I can scrap this and what'll it give me? Iron. 30 iron, wow. Okay, you know, for a fully restored, full health, full durability, whatever you want to call it, shotgun, that's okay. It wasn't that far to go, was it? And I, you know, stumbled across a couple of birds' nests and stuff. I don't know if it's worth stopping to kill every zombie you see. I'm doing it for the experience and also a bit of practice because I'm so bad with the bow. Maybe the time it takes is worth more than the experience it gives. It depends on, I'm sure that is situational and therefore a matter of the player's judgment. But oh, please don't have seen me. I just like leveling up in games like this. Right, that came right off. Arrow gone. We'll do this mission. And then that'll be most of this day probably, and then we've got 5 and 6, 2 full days, so technically 3 days. Include most of day 7 to start zombie proofing. Oh, you stopped right there. Excuse my language again. Here. Yes, Vertigo and Neebs, they both do, I don't know if it's scripted necessarily, but it's highly produced sort of semi-roleplay playthroughs that are very, very entertaining. I've been enjoying because they are not, what I didn't want is anything that would tutorialize me, whether that was its intent or not. I don't want all the secrets of the game laid bare, but I did want content of this game because I'm enjoying it so much and don't always have the time or the mental focus to actually play it myself. So you watch content of it instead. I'm sure we're all familiar with that. And it struck me. It reminds me of especially the success of those channels and those series they made. When Minecraft was still quite new and its popularity was on the rise, and the Yogscast made their Shadow of Israfel, I think it was called, series, where they basically abandoned the normal Let's Play, or morphed normal Let's Play into a kind of gets to live, okay, into a scripted or semi-scripted kind of an adventure role play, and which is perfectly valid use of Minecraft. Like that you can't say that's not what the Minecraft game in inverted commas is for. It is what you make it, right? It was massively successful, and it's kind of the same thing that they're doing. They're taking the framework that the game gives you, because I mean obviously it's a zombie survival game with some RPG elements and some builder crafter elements, but it's ultimately a set of tools, right? Same as Minecraft or anything really is. And one of the things you can easily do with this particular set of tools, because it's got locations and people and roleplay friendly features, is that kind of a series. What on earth is that? Is that like an engine on a easel? It looks like an exo comp if you're a Trekkie. Anyway, I just do this mission. Just struck me the similarity, was there, and obviously the effort that goes into it, compared to someone like myself, where I just start the game and start recording, and there's not much more to it than that. They do a lot of work on those videos, with I'm sure whole teams of people for video editing and all that kind of stuff. What the hell is this mission? Clear the area, so it's, just means kill everyone, right? Hopefully that doesn't mean there's a lot. Is that a zombie in the corner? Chicken. Or 2 chickens? Jeez. Yeah, it was 2 chickens. Take that. So sometimes maybe waking all the zombies up is better than leaving them in their hiding places, because their hiding places are designed to catch you off guard when you stumble across them, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like backing out into the street. It could be more zombies that aren't part of this POI get pulled into it. Right, let's close the door behind us. Go a little bit sneaky. I think I get cloth and stuff if I break these down, right? Getting wood now. Oh, I got some iron. Okay. I thought I would have got some cloth from my pool table. And get wood from the chairs. Here's the gents. They did not put a zombie behind the door. Okay. They did put some medicine on the loo. Okay. It explodes into filth. Wonderful. Like all good medicine does. You get to stay open because there's nothing in there. And that means I won't... I'll know that I've been there, right? You're not a zombie, you're a corpse, right? You'll forgive the weird distinction. Now, is there any point in butchering nitrates and rotten flesh? Oh, they could jump down from up there, couldn't they? Quite easily, and they come from down there. Okay. I could jump through this door, though it is... No, it's not locked. Okay, that's the backyard. Let's do the backyard first. Dog. Oh my god. Dogs are terrifying in this game. Please die in 1 hit. Please be the only dog here. There's a beware of dog sign on the kennel. Might be a little bit too late on the kennel, right? Right, and it was a zombie dog, so I get rotten flesh, but I still get bones and hide, so that's okay. hungry again. Eat the food and health. Still not quite sure how this healing works, so let's take me up to 89. Or is it 89, 82 my current max? I don't know. Let's see, it went up to 83 there. Is it now? Did it pop up to 83 just before I clicked, or is that the first increment of the healing it's going to give me and it happened as I clicked? I don't know. I'm going to assume the latter. Glue is good. It's probably good. I mean, I don't have a vehicle yet, and I'm not going to get one anytime soon, but I can start stockpiling gas. It's fine. I know I'm close to home, so I'm not going to worry too much about encumbrance right now. Close enough that I probably should have gone there to drop off my stuff first. What is this red dot on the map? It's the quest marker. Okay. For God's sake. Oh my god, it wasn't even the... Okay. That's annoying. I should have been paying attention to the bottom right, show me what resources I was getting. Oh, that's why I'm gonna possibly under the roof there. If I jump or just build a couple of stacks high. Make that same mistake again if we can help it. Oh, excuse my coffee. I'm drinking decaf. I gave up caffeine almost completely. A couple of years ago now. If I'm getting a coffee in town, which I sometimes do on the way into work or whatever, I will usually not bother the staff with the request to make it decaf, so still have the occasional real coffee. I did it for sleep. I was always very bad at sleep. And it dawned on me one day, you're probably just drinking too much coffee, because I did drink a lot. And did it help with that? It's actually hard to say, but I don't find it any... Whoa, 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 what was that noise? Oh, the ladder broke. I don't find it any... Did it? Oh, it broke. Not sure how I did that. I don't find it any less pleasant. Friend of mine, he gave up caffeine too because he was getting headaches from having too much. He was worried about it. He said it was very difficult to give up. Pretty easy. Same with alcohol. Don't really drink anymore. That was very easy to give up. Have an alcohol-free beer if I want to. Although again, shouldn't make a liar out of myself. I will have one glass of red wine very, very occasionally. Probably had one about a year ago. And at Christmas, no, not Christmas. What am I talking about? I'm saying Christmas because it's Christmas soon and recording in early December. When I went to visit my dad, I had a couple of beers with him. But that's about it. Cigarettes I gave up. That was not easy. Many failed attempts, but I got there eventually. Yes, there is a way in. Okay, good. I would have had to come up here and I would kill him probably. He's probably part of the quest, right? Could be more hiding up here. Perhaps triggered by this looting. Nope. You do go slow when you're encumbered and sneaking. Be patient with this game though, I think. Oh, camping gear, that could be some good stuff in there. Nice camping bearings. Where do I live? This way? Not sure. Oh, there's another one. Drop something, that's nice. How's that bird's nest? Yeah, it is. Just gonna repair it now. I think it did actually just break. Sweet. 5%, don't care. Bullets, tea, military fiber. Right, we are getting rid of... I know rocks are super common, but I like to be able to repair my stuff. We're getting rid of... According to me, I thought that was sand. I'll drink this tea. Gives me stamina regen and better digestion, whatever that means. And this, you just dig soil, you get hundreds of that, so that's fine, that can go. What is that? See, bright red, the bloodstained bag. Okay, let's drop down. Quest isn't showing as complete, so there's at least one more hiding around here somewhere. Slightly better next, so let's swap. Let's eat the peas. Are you murky water? That's fine, we can do without the murky water for now. Let's be in the basement, because I haven't gone to the basement yet. That'll be where the last ones are. Bunk. I say I was trying not to spoil myself with the playthroughs I've been watching. I have picked up a few tips, couldn't help it, like secrets being behind portraits sometimes. Spatter club. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I can scrap it when it's not in my inventory. I should have done that with the bone too. Right, I think I can stop sneaking in. I don't think there's any more up here. I think they're all in the basement. Which we're about to go into. Okay. Depending on what's through that door, let's check that door. Is this just the outside world? Nope. There could be something in here. Ah, it looks like a zombie's head to me. Could be totally wrong. I'm totally wrong. Behind this barrel? No? Really? No zombies in here at all? Okay. What about you? You're locked. Alright, I'll check you in a second. You're outside the world, right? Yeah. I've been there. Yeah, so I got to the roof. Yeah, okay. Crawly dudes. Let's see if I can shoot through this banister. Nice. Chicken. Does that mesh? Stop arrows? Does not die, chicken die. Sweet. Oh, they do chicken fighting in the basement. Oh, what bastards. He says after he murders the chickens, but I need them. I need to live. I'm a survivor. Chicken. Oh, out of arrows. Okay, okay. See if I can quickly just craft an arrow when the chicken's still there. I might be able just to club him, but I don't want to risk him running away and leave me in a mad chase. I still haven't got the tick for mission complete. The noise that wake anyone up? Nope. So I get a decent amount of food from 3 chickens, I would think. I hope. And then what I'll need to do is I can't remember if I find any water source in the town yet or not. But if I get one of them, then that's basically infinite murky water that just needs to be boiled, right? Come on. Fine. Are there 2? Why are there 2? Is it showing me where the zombies are? Not sure. What about the red dots? Sorry. bone knife is going to break any second now. That's okay, we'll just repair it. Yeah, there we go. Dink. Repair. Have I got any cloth on me? Yes, I think I can make a face thing with this, right? Don't know what it actually does, just insulation. Heat and cold protection, so I don't actually need it. So I'm not bothered. I wonder, I generated a random world for this playthrough. I wonder if the biome you start in is random, or it'll always put you in this sort of temperate. Is that a zombie? I think it is. Sort of temperate, nothing to worry about temperature-wise zone. Not sure. If you want to start in a more challenging biome, maybe you would need to pick one of the pre-built maps. God's sake. There we go. Still not clear, right? Get my arrow back, okay. Eat the peas, they give me some hydration as well. I'll wear the armor. I'll take the bullets, and I need to get rid of something. No, I've got space for these now. Okay. Oh. Thought I fell through the floor, but I just fell off the table. Sweet. Aloe lets me make bandages, right? What do I not need? Scrap me into lead, yeah. There we go. Chamway, I think that means food, right? One of the red dots is missing, so maybe it was showing me where the zombies are. Oh, no space for these, right? Okay. Water and regen. So let's just use them both. Might be slightly overkill, I don't know. I mean, my health and water bars are not full, so maybe it's not. Crappy sandwich. Take it instead of the corn ring. I'm sure I can make food with the corn ring, but I don't know how. Could have checked the recipe. In fact, I'll do that now, so I know. Yeah. It's got information in it, hasn't it? Every item has got information in it. Oh, there's no... I can just do that if I want to. It's not very useful. This will not give me a recipes list, but presumably it will populate or show up in other recipe lists. Cans I can just turn into metal, or I can use to make that kind of food. Okay. Oh, there's the last zombie. Presumably shouldn't have said last as if I knew that, but sneaky mode. Yes. Okay. There's the downstairs, gents. Okay. Is there seriously not a zombie hiding in here? Sports bag. Better than this club. Empty jar. There we go. Wait. Let's go back to the trader. What time is it? 9. Oh crap, I'm gonna have to be quick. When I have time for the trader, I have to get home. Oh, this is the wrong door. Where is my HQ? It's this way, I think. We're not going to make it before 10, am I? But there's not any zombies around here right now. Quick, 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 quick. Almost there. Very almost there. Perfectly timed and executed, that's what it was. Close the door, go into sneak mode instantly. I also realised that I wanted to be able to write on this box, so there's a different type of box to build which is labelled as writable, but oh well. Zombie. They're hitting the walls. Now I can't really hear because my neighbour's getting up upstairs. Yeah, they're hitting the wall somewhere. Hopefully it's just you. Nope. I was going to close the door, but too slow. Into sneak mode. Make sure you're actually dead. Yep. Jesus. Okay, not so bad. Not so bad. That spear was pretty good, wasn't it? Killed them in a couple of hits. 2 or 3 hits each. Try to organize. Okay. I may as well just wear out the good tools while I've got them. I sometimes have this mindset not to waste, in inverted commas, you know, items and things that are perishable or break down or whatever, but like, you know, it's like that joke about finishing the Final Fantasy game with 99 high potions and 99 ether and all the rest of it. It's like, maybe you should have just used those, you know. Now, I believe starting a fire will create light, and light attracts zombies. I don't know if it just de facto becomes a zombie magnet, or if the fact that the zombies can't see the light means that that's not a risk. I just don't know. Maybe we'll find out by actually trying to cook something tonight. Meat goes there. Oh, wrong button. Is it shift click? Yeah. I'm trying not to create 2 different stacks of the same things by splitting, you see. You should just be scrapped into brass. Yeah, it was there. I don't know what to do with cans, so I think I need this many. Just scrap them. What's in there? Cloth is in here. What is wire tool? Okay. Paper goes in. Bones go in. Normally I would keep 1 or 2, but the knife's in good nick, that's okay. Rotten meat in here? There is now. Oh, there was already. Okay. Where did it go? Yeah. Cobblestone? Yep. Okay, that's new. Keep the arrows on me. Put the brass in. Keep the empty jars in case I find a pond or something. Iron goes in. I keep this in so I can sell to the trader. I'll keep these for repairing my guns. Also to keep some wood for crafting and repairing things. Or stones to repair these actually, but still crafting frames is good. Medicine can go in, bullets can go in. Keep that health bar on me. What do you actually do? Painkillers. Health, mitigation, concussion. I'll keep you. You need to be the other one. Nitrates, they're in there. Animal fat is in there. Is animal fat, isn't it? Yeah. Glue goes in there. Keep the sandwich on me. Get rid of the beer. Where to put that? Model probably used. I can craft to get my cloth back. I can make bandages with those. You go in. You go in. You go in. Okay. Go in there. Put the corn in. Put the painkillers in. Put the pipe box in. Keep those. Got quite a lot of shotgun shells actually. Good. Let's see what, if anything, we can do with these mods. What do you do? Faster reload. Oh, it goes into the armor. Okay. Modify this. Complete. Cool. So it's chance to cause bleed. Modify this. Complete. Do you have any leveling up to do? Yes. Some. Don't have any spear points, but that's a pretty good spear that I found. What have I been leveling up? I've got 1 point in Lucky Litter. Good Smasher Chef. 0 in Fortitude. Point in Archery. Point in Sneaking. Point in Sneak Damage. Do I need to learn this before I can make these bandages? I know I can make, yeah, left behind position. It'd be worth getting now then. But it's grayed out. Is it because I need more intellect? This will give me better damage with stun battens and turrets, which I'm not likely to use anytime soon. Okay, I still have to get it if I want any of these. Still can't get it. Be nice if it told me what I needed. I need this at some point anyway. Okay, that's just, yeah. Okay, that's what I needed, so I can get it next time. Okay, that's fine. Oh, more journal entries, airdrops. They can happen around midday. Listen for the airplane and follow the orange smoke. You can also find supply crates marked on your map if the airdrops. If mark airdrops is enabled. I do not know if it is. God, it's so dark. Maybe. Again, I don't know if it's a good idea because light and zombie attraction, but if I put it up here, well, yeah, that's enough. That's enough light. It's quite soft light, but it's enough. No, I want to get the meat out of here. Do I have any murky water? No. Quite a lot of beer. Does beer actually help with hydration? Just turns you into a punching machine. Which I might not be a bad idea to have one on me. Oh, there's a spare space in here. Oh, of course there is, because I just took this out and put you back because I can't actually make those bandages yet. Thought I heard zombies growling. Maybe I did, who knows. It's probably too much wood, don't know. It's not how you do it. You do it like this. You make boiled meat, but it costs water. Give me the stats of the boiled meat, please. I'd like to know if it gives me hydration or if I'm losing hydration by getting rid of the water. Tell me. I'll make one and then I'll find out, right? I'll make a bunch of charred meat and then I really get more water. Well, actually, I've got things to drink. What the hell is this again? Goldenrod tea, which gives me stamina regen and it cures dysentery, so maybe it'd be worth keeping for when you get dysentery, but I'm just not going to eat anything spoiled, so I probably won't need that particular quality. Do I have any stones stashed away? Sometimes I stash stones just so I can make a wooden axe when I respawn after dying. A coffee, which gives me stamina regen, cold resist, and water. 3 of those. Yeah, so I'm not dying for food and drink anymore. Chicken soup gives me a little bit of food and water. And some health, that's pretty good. 1 random meat. Oh well. I should probably carry this around with me for disassembling things, right? Need to repair a kit. Or maybe it's a bad idea, I just don't know. I don't know. I would like to get, there's a strength trait that gives me more stats where I get encumbered. I think I would like that. I need a stone so I can fix this bloody thing. It does give you some water, it gives you 10. So you're losing half of the hydration value of the water you use to boil it. But you're getting 15 health and 10 food and max stamina. It's a pretty good item. Take some. It's a pretty good item indeed. I gotta decide if I'm gonna Horde Night here or not. I think the roof might be a good option. No idea how much fuel I wasted there, but I'm sure it was some. I may as well eat some of this meat, because I'm more hungry than I am thirsty, right? So I'll balance them out a little bit. I do have a way up to the roof. Here. And I have to shimmy around, and there's my ramp. Oh. Back in sneak mode. Do I have any arrows? I got one. Can I make any more? No, I've got no stones, obviously, but no stones. I've got some iron arrows though. So let me think about horde defense. What could I do? Spikes everywhere. I could leave this ladder in place and defend this, or I could destroy it, and then they would just completely chew their way through the building from below, and hopefully that they won't destroy the whole thing. Don't know. But once they get in, I can't really start attacking them anymore unless it's through holes in the roof. Probably better if they can get up. I don't know. Build a fort on the roof. Not sure. Where's the trader? That way. It won't even open. I was going to say I could start making my way to the trader now, but it won't be open until like 6 AM or whatever it is. Either that or spend the next day or two tops looking for a different building to use for Horde Night. I did stumble across a suggestion, I think it was in Neves Gaming, with your Horde defense base and normal living base, where you keep all your storage and workbenches and stuff, don't have to be, and maybe shouldn't be the same place. Yeah, I thought I saw something. And I missed. Or am I hitting the fence? Can't tell. I don't want to waste too many iron arrows finding out, but I do want to kill this guy if I can. I think I just missed by being bad. I think I just missed by being bad. There we go. He's not dead. Does that mean I'm not hidden? Okay, he was expensive to kill, but we got him and we leveled up. So let's get out of sight. This is already looted, right? Yeah. Get a bit of cloth from it, why not? Tab. Leveling. Let's just get out of the way. Boom. Now I can go back and I can make some more of these bandages. Because I just think they're good to have. If that makes noise. I'm not sneaking. I think I stopped sneaking when I used the ladder. Wrong one. I want aloe and I want cloth. And then I want is that a tool? Just curious where they would put it, like how they would classify it if there is no medical classification. Does it tell me where it's... No. Well. 2 cloth and 1 thing, yeah. So now what else can I make out of this? So Y is using all of it. Oh, that's the only... Okay. It's the only thing. I can use it without... I can use it as it is, or I can craft it. Okay. If you use it as it is, a little bit of health, heals up abrasions, speeds up the healing of abrasions. And what is it? Okay, the bandage is just flat better. Okay. Cool. Well, you get experience from crafting things, don't you? So I might as well make bandanas and things like that. Yeah, 12 XP. Could have missed out on that 12 XP. I suppose it makes me look less derpy as well, right? Yeah. Can't say that the graphics are particularly vitally important in this kind of game, but the characters do look a bit derpy sometimes. It's cloth back, meat there. 1 random meat can go there. Let's go out. It's not quite morning. 4 AM, the zombies revert to normal behavior, but that's okay. I have enough confidence to go out 20 minutes early. Worst case scenario, they eat me alive in my front door, and then I just respawn, right? And I'm probably at the point where, yeah, I've lost my noob protection. I get experience penalties for dying now. This way. Get to the trader, and then I'll probably... Yeah, so far I've been doing it kind of 7 or 8 AM to 7 or 8 AM, which is about an hour's play. Which is fine. Aha, good. I wanted the stone so I can repair. I know it's not broken yet, but it breaks in the middle of a fight. I'm just, I panic. I don't know how to deal with that. I notice it too late, and then I panic, and then I get killed, you know. Go up on the wall for maximum visibility like an idiot. Stop sneaking now because it's 4 AM. I got some decent movement speed again, which is nice. Oh, the trader's not going to be open yet. Okay, so let's loot something instead. I think I've been in there already. Here's a motel of some sort, right? I'll tell you what you can do. Feels a bit odd petitioning for an engagement, but if you have any ideas on whether that is a good place to build a horde base, or I should find somewhere else to fortify, and / or how to fortify that, to defend the roof, defend the inside, build a fort, surround it with spikes, combination of all the above, whatever, please let me know. Oh, see, here's some actual earth. And I get stones and sand from that. Okay, I was expecting clay loam, clay soil. Different kinds of earth. Oh, there it is, yeah, a bit deeper. But that's a decent source of stone. What happens if I try to use it on this? I'll use a shovel on this. I do tiny amounts of damage and get a little bit of stone every now and then. Okay. I'm being kind of careless now, but I don't know, I think just general confidence in playing the game has gone up a bit, and especially when I'm like not in a building where there's like places to get cornered and zombies falling out of the ceiling and stuff, and it's daytime so they don't run. I just don't feel that threatened anymore, which is slightly liberating. But I still like sneaking around and getting the bonus damage because it's just a play style I enjoy, you know. So it'll be a balance between sneaking out of necessity sometimes and sneaking just because it's fun, even though I could be doing things faster. Getting quite a lot of cobblestone, which is good because I'll need to reinforce quite a lot of blocks for Fortnite, I'm sure, if I build any kind of structure myself. Check out the car. Slightly better axe. Tape. Oh, there's the jar. I must find a water source. Really need to find a water source and start getting a collection of boiled water. I think I spent most of my money, but that's okay. Get Actually... Oh, plus mining. Yeah, I'm kind of poor right now. Feel better just buying food and water. If I smash this, will I get more? No, I'll just get metal, right? Oh, so, well, it dropped cash because it's a cash register, but I looted it for the cash. In this case, it was tokens. More water, that's good. That's out the front, that's fine. Okay. Oh, I'm using iron arrows. No, I will craft some stone arrows because I found some stones, right? Maybe not. Is that not ammo? No, it's tools. Duh. There we go. What if you get the life out of me? Because I was trying to get in the habit of using right-click power swings with the club, and now I have an instinct to press right-click when I'm fighting in melee, which means, which is bad when I'm using the spear because it will cause me to throw the spear and probably miss the zombie and just lose the spear. But oh well, that's just me being bad at video games. Can't blame anyone or anything else for that. Okay. Loop here. Into this room. That's outside. Okay. Where's smoke coming from? I would actually like to know. It's coming from the trader. Makes sense. Okay. Armor, let's use it. More for inventory space than anything else. It might not be good for me in terms of making my sneaking less good. Put you on instead of the plant fiber, yep. Just want to scrap you and then drop you. Should just drop the shirt, shouldn't I? Kind of bits 3.2 and 4.1. 3.1 comparable. I prefer the look of the boots, I'm sure. There you go. But it'll probably come down to which sells for more. And then, okay, you must be, yeah, it's broken already. Just search in here, then we'll go to the trader. I know I didn't search the whole place, the whole facility, but that's okay. That's up better for heat. That makes sense, I guess. Here, where's the way in? Should remember the facing. Is it on the south side? Yes, okay. Try to remember south side is the way to get in. I will not remember, but I have tried. Here.
You still
Oh, I did your mission. I will take, unless this is very good.
just don't let this
Yeah,
go
I will
to
take
your
more shotgun ammo, please. Certainly feel very comfortable with that, actually. Yeah, 150 is a stack, is it? Okay. Choose. I'm not going to sell very much, okay. Didn't even check the boots, I just saw that and assumed that clothes don't sell. Yeah, 1. Coffee. Okay. Turn this into real money. You see what I mean? Don't really have much else to sell to you, mate. Don't really have much money to buy things. So I got 1,000, it must have paid me quite a lot. See, I'm thinking about shotguns nice because I'm getting the ammo. I know I've got a pipe shotgun, but it's probably just like the least good of the shotguns. I don't know. Compound bow, 10,000. Okay. Gothic boots, why are they so expensive? Guess there's a hint of realism. They're expensive because of what they are, not because of what they do. Better digging. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know, I might just do another mission. I like rewards and money. Let's take another mission. I don't have to do it straight away. Dear Zombies is very close. Let's take that.
I hope you can pull it off.
God, it's so easy to get in combat. I'm going to have to start putting some levels in strength. Really will have to. Put my head out here. Where is this? Yeah, I thought there was a zombie. Thought I heard a zombie. Let's try it with a bit of flair, just don't miss. Yay. Give me my spear, please. Give me my spear, please. Oof. I thought it wasn't going to let me because of proximity to the trader there for a second. Stone, can't be too close. Let's get out here. Too close? Yeah, that's why you're still there, obviously. Let's get to the quest marker, and then I'll probably call it an episode, I think. Just so if I'm stood right next to it at the start next one, I'll know where I was and what I was doing. Hopefully. Oh, there's controls here. They probably don't do anything because they're all smashed up, but... yeah. Also, I can't remember if I put my claim block down to stop respawns in that in the place where I'm hunkering. I should figure that out. I don't actually want to stop playing, but I will call it an episode now because I don't want to make a 2 or 3 hour recording. Oh, what? Oh, look at you! I'll miss. I was gonna say spear hunt. Because it won't have, it seems to have less drop off, you know, than the arrows. It might actually be easier to make longer shots with the spear. Don't know. I could experiment, but I'll just end up throwing a level 4 spear away. Could make a crappy level 1 spear. Weapons. Don't have any plant fiber, but you need plant fiber. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I will stop here then. Call that an episode. I'll play a little bit longer because I'm just enjoying myself. Yes, thank you very much for watching again. Any suggestions on what I should do for my horde base? At the minute I'm feeling like defending the ground floor and then retreating to the roof via my little ladder thing and then defending that, which would mean removing the ladder on the outside because the roof needs to be clear when I get there. Oh, excuse me for yawning. That's the idea anyway. We'll see. Whether a 2-tiered defense is good or bad, I don't know, or whether it's, you know, it might be bad to invite them to bash all the walls in because A, it'll be annoying because I have to fix the walls if I want to live there, and B, I know there's a chance that if I'm on the roof and they're tearing the walls down, the whole building will just collapse. I don't know if that'll destroy my storage and my gear or not. So maybe it's better to discourage that by providing access to the roof via the outside ladder, but just protecting it very, very well. Whereas if I was on the ground floor, even if their best point of access is the door, if there are too many of them and or they're coming from lots of different directions, they might choose to beat on the walls anyway. I just don't know what their behavior will be like, but we'll find out in a few episodes time. But thank you for watching anyway. I'll call it quits for there, and I'll see you soon. Cheers now. Bye bye.